What is up, everyone? Corn O'Keefe back yet again, and as the title implies, I'm bringing you O'Keefe's Q&A Part 17. But before I fully get down to business, I would like to say thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you for 502 subscribers. I sincerely appreciate it. It really does mean a lot to me that each and every one of you watch my videos, interact with me in the comment section, and continue to give your support. It absolutely means a lot to me, and words can't really express how much I really appreciate each and every one of you. So, thank you. So without further ado, let's get right to the questions. These first questions are coming from Biffweed. Question number 1 from Biffweed. What's your favorite Pikmin color? Off the top of my head, I definitely have to say red. Question number 2 from Biffweed. What do you think of the hit movie Over the Hedge?
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
The third and final question is, what is your favorite Pikmin color?
That's crazy talk.
It's not crazy talk. This is crazy talk.
Hope this answers your questions, Biffweed. Now, folks, let's move right on down the line. These next questions are coming from B-Man9000. Question number 1 from B-Man9000. Who do you like more, Homer or Peter? Well, if I'm being completely honest with you, B-Man9000, I'd have to say Peter Griffin all day long. What's your favorite holiday? Well, I would have to say Christmas, because that gives me a chance to buy my little brothers and sisters and the rest of my family gifts so they can be happy, see a smile on their faces. Hope this answers your questions, B-Man9000. Now, folks, let's move right on down the line. These next questions are coming from Chad Dormammu64. Question number 1 from Chad Dormammu64. Who's your favorite anime manga character? Honestly, I would have to say Son Goku, aka Kakarot, from Dragon Ball as a whole. Question number 2 from Chad Dormammu. Who do you think would win in a fight between Garou from One Punch Man versus Stain from My Hero Academia? Well, if we're looking at both of them at their best, I would have to say Awakened Garou would absolutely take victory more often than not. Question number 3 from Chad Dormammu. Do you have a favorite martial arts style? I've honestly always been a fan of monkey style kung fu. Question number 4 from Chad Dormammu. Which is better? Genetically augmented Spartans from Halo or Space Marines from Warhammer? Well, at this moment in time, I really couldn't say I liked one better than the other. They're both badass in their own rights, that's for sure. The 5th and final question from Chad Dormammu. What's your favorite food? I would have to say buffalo chicken wings. At the end of the day, buffalo chicken wings. Hope that answers your questions, Chad Dormammu. Now, folks, let's move right on down the line. These next questions come from Christ for Life. Question number 1 from Christ for Life. How would you feel if the Dragon Ball verse and the Sonic verse had a crossover? Well, to be honest, I would feel pretty hyped for that. Pretty hyped indeed. Question number 2 from Christ for Life. The second and final question from Christ for Life is, who do you think would win between Sailor Mars and Blaze the Cat from the game version, if each were at their best? Well, if they're both at their best, that would actually be extremely close, but I would have to edge out with Sailor Mars more often than not. At least 6 times out of 10, but Blaze the Cat is definitely going to give her some problems, that's for sure, and definitely take a few of those fights in her own right. Hope this answers your questions, Christ for Life. Now, folks, let's move right on down the line. These next questions come from Huntsman DL. Question number 1 from Huntsman DL. What's your favorite Pikmin color?
Patrick?
Finland!
Hope this answers your question, Huntsman DL. Question number 2, the final question from Huntsman DL. On a scale of 14 to a morning bagel, how would you rate the Minions movie?
Can you take hats in a dignified and sophisticated manner?
You mean like a weenie? Okay.
Hope this answers your questions, Huntsman DL. Now, folks, let's go ahead and move right on down the line. These next questions come from the lad named Marks. Question number 1 from the lad named Marks. Who would win, Kratos or Mario? Both are composite with all weapons. I would actually have to edge out with Mario more often than not. In that specific situation. Question number 2 from the lad named Marks. What's the best PS4 game? Well, in my opinion anyways, at this moment in time, I would have to say Kingdom Hearts 3 for me. Question number 3 from the lad named Marks. What do you think of Bender from Futurama? Well, I think he's a straight badass in his own right. Now, question number 4 from the lad named Marks. What's the best Mortal Kombat game? Well, for me, I would have to say the first one. The first Mortal Kombat game ever. Now, moving on to the 5th and final question from the lad named Marks. Who would win, Sora or Dante? Dante is composite, and they both have all of their equipment. Well, I would actually have to give that to Sora from Kingdom Hearts more often than not. Hope this answers your questions, the lad named Marks. Now, folks, let's go ahead and move right on down the line. These final questions on O'Keefe's Q&A Part 17 are coming from William Alvarado. Who's your favorite Yu Yu Hakusho character? Man, that's actually a tough one, but at the end of the day, I would have to say Hiei is my favorite Yu Yu Hakusho character. Question number 2. Do you or have you watched My Hero Academia? I am currently watching it and reading through the manga as of right now. Yes, I am currently watching it and reading through the manga. Now, moving on to the 3rd and final question. What's your Rita's water ice flavor? Well, at this moment in time, I don't really have a personal favorite. Hope this answers your questions, William Alvarado. And folks, this is the conclusion to O'Keefe's Q&A Part 17. Hope y'all enjoyed it for what it actually was. Remember to ask 3 up to 5 questions in the comments below. As always, have a blessed day, folks. Peace.